All right, everyone. Last time on the Language of Magic, the Emerald Scale had ventured in to a cave occupied by an unusual creature. They did battle with this creature of chaos, the orchestrator of a kidnapping conspiracy in Nettleton, and the ultimate source of the death of Darren's father, Ulrith. The foe was powerful, and the party was low on resources, but fate was on their side, and you triumphed over Sharn. You fueled ancient magical circles that reignited and resealed the three-headed creature back into its magical prison. With that, the party began to rest, and Darren and Parsnip ventured into the nearby smaller cave and learned that much of Nettleton's noble court was trapped in there. And we will pick it up there, back in the prison of Sharn. If I'm not mistaken, the last thing we did was that Parsnip had gone and found the keys to these kind of makeshift jails. They somewhat shoddily put together, but still strong enough to hold people inside of it. And you had begun unlatching these doors. As you looked in, Darren, you recognize most everybody in here in some way or other, although they all seem very tired, drained, passed out asleep, except for an elven woman, Lady Morella, that spoke with you a bit. And she mentioned that Mally was likely still awake, or at least the last person that she was able to speak with. He is a dwarven noble in the lower left cell. Everyone else is just asleep or just completely unconscious. The facilities are not well kept. There are buckets for them to do their business. There is scraps of cloth and so forth. There's evidence that food and water have been brought to them, but probably not a whole lot. It seems like they have just barely been kept alive.
Now, DM, did I manage to give two of each, or each one 2 hit points, or did we not get to that?
We can go ahead and say that you go around and begin doing that now. As you go in, you can apply your lay on hands, and it's very easy for you to tell that again they are beginning to become a bit emaciated. They are on the verge of starvation. So while you can heal the scrapes and scruffs and wounds on them and that sort of thing, they're still suffering from 4 or 5 levels of exhaustion. The starvation is kicking in, verge of dehydration and so forth. So you can certainly help them, but it's not like they're going to get back up on their feet on what you did. Like I said, when you touch them, you see this the scrapes and stuff are kind of healed up.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the only lady that's awake, the only one that's awake, I think, and yeah, Darren will say, "We subdued the beast outside. You're all free now."
Thank you. I could hear the struggles that you went out there. More could come at any time. It's the creatures. I call them as it's children. The children would occasionally come and throw food and water at us. Sometimes they looked like us. Sometimes they were strange and misshapen creatures, aberrations.
right. Well, um, well, you're more than welcome to come out. I'll talk to my friends about it.
I will. I will. And she slowly rises up to her feet, and you can see she kind of strains to do so. And once she's finally kind of up, she kind of takes that moment to straighten herself, and she takes her slightly tattered silken dress and kind of just pulls at the sides a little bit to straighten it up. Puts her shoulders back ever so slightly, pushes the hair back behind her ear. You know, does what she can to make herself presentable. Um, she goes to take a step, and she has to kind of catch herself, put her hand up against the wall. Yeah, I imagine Dara would instinctively move towards her, and she puts a hand up to stop you. She takes a moment and steadies herself, and very slowly begins to walk out. And she goes, look in, I'll look on the others as you speak with your friends."
Thank you. And Darren will go to the other side where everyone is just resting for a little bit. He'll say, "My friends, there are survivors here. They're just barely hanging on, but they said that this creature's offspring would come by and give them food. Sometimes it would look like them. I think she was talking about the shapeshifters."
Yeah, that tracks. How are we going to get these people? How many are there? Do you know?
I think 10.
Oh boy. Okay. I can dimension door one person to a place that I can see. Are we able to, DM, are we able to see a way out of the room we're in? Like, if we were to go back, I guess it'd still be too dark, wouldn't it?
If from where you're standing, you see walls all around you. A little bit of a cave that Darren just walked out of, and the big cave that you came from that leads to a chamber that held a dragon. And when you guys looked up on that, it seemed like there was gyrations, agitations, and other such things wiggling around at the mouth of that cave. That's what you know for now.
I'm hoping maybe there's another way out of here. Darren, did you see a place to, like, did you see a way out in the other room?
DM, I, the player, did not. Would Darren have seen anything that I missed?
You really didn't spend any time searching, but it seemed. I mean, it's dug out stone area and dirt and so forth, and nothing seemed apparent to you when you went in there as a quote a way out.
Oh, Stitch Fix, I didn't see anything, and honestly, I think these creatures carved it out of the rock. I don't imagine they would carve a way out for them.
Well, crud. Let's go in and take a look at everyone. Did you do like, did you help them? Are they all
Yes.
conscious?
I helped them as much as I could, but no, some of them are not conscious. It's going to be hard getting them all out of here.
Simon, as you go in, you see an elf and a dwarf kind of talking to each other. They seem to be quote unquote okay. As you go through, though, there's several others, mostly humans, lying on the ground. Parsnip has just finished, essentially giving them a little bit a good berry, bit of food. But they're still a little bit unresponsive. When you come in, the dwarf kind of looks over at you and goes, "Oh, hello. We thank you for what you've done for us. Don't suppose you have a means to get us out of here, do you?"
That's what we were just discussing. Because the only way we can think about getting out is the way we got in, which was through Darren's estate, through the sewers, here.
Yeah. I didn't really see anything else. I'm sorry. We got dragged into here, and I saw glimpses. I don't even remember being in the sewers. I just woke up in this cage.
Not your fault for being taken, so please don't apologize. Do any of y'all have means of magical flight? I'd suggest Dimension Door or teleporting, but that's not really going to work here.
Elf woman's again stands up straight and looks towards you. No, I'm sorry. I left my levitating belts in my other handbag.
Well, there's other ways to cast fly, like the spell fly. I didn't know if, y'all were skilled in magic or not. That's okay, though. Let's see, there are 10 of you. This might be an indelicate question to ask. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure Tango might be able to handle it. I just don't remember how long my spell lasts. How long does fly last? Fly lasts for 10 minutes. And I have enough spell slots to cast it maybe 4 times. Nope, that's not right because I've used sending 3 times. Oh, but if I cast it at my 1/4 level slot, I can target an additional person. So if I cast it on Darren and Tango, maybe they can lift each of you out one at a time. Tango, how you feeling strength-wise, buddy?
I'm always strong. Why?
Well, I've got enough juice in me to cast 1 higher level spell of fly, which means I can cast fly on both you and Darren. And then y'all could carry people out, but it would give us about 10 minutes worth of juice.
You mean back up through that hole full of the creepy things?
Do you know of any other way out of here?
No, but we should at least look first, because... No, thank you.
Yeah, not a fan of that either. Parsnip, you are a lot more perceptive than literally anyone in this party. Can you help me look for maybe a way, like another way out? Who is calling me? He's going to get a voicemail. Sorry.
Sure, I can search around.
Yeah, and can Simon give him the help action? Just by, like, helping him look, moving things aside?
Sure, yeah. I mean, You're probably the worst one at helping him because you're exhausted and tiny and wouldn't be able to move much. But you sure can. I mean, you're proficient in perception, right?
I say no.
You might not be very helpful with perception, but Phalar absolutely would be, as well as Arcus. I mean, they can.
Okay. I'll cheer them on as I just sit back down on the floor.
So yeah, Parsnip, where would you like to look around?
Get the hell out of here. What is that roll?
Whoa!
Jesus, Parsnip.
Okay.
I can't see it
So,
way.
yeah, that's great. Are you where areas of the map that you've been to so far would you be interested in searching? You've got the little prison area, you've got the area where you had your fight, and you've got the area that with the giant chains in it. I can apply to all three if you want. It's just you will spend 20 minutes or so looking around.
I guess I'll start in the Sharn Cave.
Okay. With 31, and you look around inside Sharn's cave. I'll pull everybody out for a second.
I didn't know you were going to do a cavity search on Shard.
I think this is within Tango's view, but maybe not. I'll pull this over here. As you go and search around, you two move a couple of rocks out of the way. You don't see a way out, but something stands out. You see three, what Parsnip would recognize pretty quickly as a type of egg. Yeah, I just imagine something very, very similar. Three different sizes of essentially a xenomorph egg. These little pod-like things. And as you move the rock away, you all hear kind of coming from behind you, a drat! Oh well. Oh, oops. And you turn behind you, and Sharn's over there mouthing again. But yeah, you find a small little clutch of eggs in here.
I found some eggs.
Should
You
we
guys
make an
think
omelet?
You think they belong to that monster back there?
That would make the most sense.
Probably so.
I don't want to even. So. Do we kill the eggs? I'm too tired to deal with this.
The monster back there is far too dangerous.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Well, Doria, what if we handle it your way?
I was just joking. I don't want to actually eat them, but Do you have any enemies?
Pretty.
Should we just go throw them at somebody's house?
I'm pretty sure I don't want these things hatching potentially, and then making more of these doppelgangers. I don't know what to do with these. Are we gonna break them, or are we just gonna leave them?
Well, I think we should just crush them.
I'll leave that up to you, buddy.
All right. Darren's gonna take one, or I guess 3 if no one wants one, and then he's gonna come over here, and just one by one, he's gonna start stomping on them in front of this guy.
My
I want
God,
one.
Jesus!
He's gonna say, "That's for my father." Stomp.
I want one.
The Sharn eggs, by the way, there's one that's roughly the size of, I'd say, a basketball. Then there's one that's probably about 2 or 3 inches in diameter, larger than that, and then one that's about 3 feet in long, and then that oblong way. So one of them is actually fairly large. So
they're okay.
Yeah, and as you go over there and you set one down, Sharon's kind of floating about, and he flattens himself down, and all 3 heads kind of are facing towards it as you get ready to stomp on it and say that, and he just kind of watches you, and he's like watches with anticipation as it gets stomped on, and his head's just kind of cocked to the side a little bit, and then he floats on his back some more.
Did you do all of them? Because Parsnip said he wanted one.
Yeah, Parsnip wanted one. That's why he stopped. Yeah, he'll give Parsnip one.
I'll take the littlest one.
Yeah. Whichever one you want, Parsnip.
You can
That
have
was
fun
yours.
with the other 2.
Eldoria, you want to do the other?
Can I? Never mind. I don't think I would know anything about these eggs. Never mind.
I think it's all you,
Yeah.
Darren.
I, as a player, also have an idea, I think, but Darren would have no idea. He'll just smash another one with his shield. And yeah, he would leave the last one to Parsnip to do whatever he wants to.
All right. Parsnip, you can put that you have a basketball-sized Sharn egg.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm
you're
sure this
keeping
isn't
that?
going to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, what?
It will.
This is like for leverage over this thing or something, right?
I don't think he cares, buddy.
I know. That's why I'm questioning. Nothing good can come out of that egg, right?
Surely not.
I mean,
You never know.
plus, we don't know. Maybe Parsnip will be a good calming influence on it. Whatever it is. I doubt it. No offense, buddy. But maybe he will.
Parsnip spends a lot of time around us sowers of chaos, and this thing is chaos incarnate. I mean, I trust Parsnip a lot, and if something bad does come out of it, I mean, Parsnip's basically a god slayer, so I'm sure he
I don't
can
think we have to
deal
worry
with
about it too much. Plus, like, Parsnip will have us to help him.
Yeah. Just feels like we're leaving the door open.
Well, we got to figure out what we're going to do down here anyways. And if this is the last egg, great. Let's put it away and let's find a way out of here. Because that's what we were originally looking for, right? Like we weren't looking for eggs. We were looking for a way to, get these people home.
Correct.
Cool. Besides, he said his kids were coming back, right? So, like, chances are his kids are on their way back.
I wonder how soon. Do we got time to catch our breath?
Probably not. We're not that lucky, you know that.
I mean, we're surprisingly lucky.
Are we?
We're still alive.
Sure, yeah. That is technically true.
Alright, well, let's keep looking.
Go ahead and give me one more perception check. You have advantage with this one again, Parsnip.
Sorry, I missed that. Say it again.
Go ahead and give me one more perception check with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You go back out into the chained room, the prison, and Phalar is helping, and they use their dancing lights again. They kind of send them up towards the hole that you came down, and with a 22, you can see pretty clearly. There's still a small bit of movement up around the edge, right where you guys jumped off, but it is substantially less than it was before, and it's just a little bit around the edges. The large amount of movement and creatures and literally things flying above that opening, that's not there anymore.
I'll pass that along to everybody else.
All right. Well, maybe that means that we can get these folk out of here.
But just to be clear, you did see a little bit of movement up there. Some of that's something kind of rustish, red, kind of undulating movement.
Don't like that word.
Well, friends, do we want to rest up for a bit, or do we want to just go now?
I'm worried that his children are going to be back sooner rather than later. So maybe it would be best if we go ahead and go. But I also know that we could probably use the rest. But also, these people have been down here for a while.
Right, we should probably go with them. Like now.
Well, yeah, I don't think we should send them up there by themselves. I mean, one
Right.
good stiff wind looks like it'll kill them.
How are we all getting up?
So, I can cast fly on 2 of you.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, since you two are the strongest of us, Parsnip excluded, different kind of strength, buddy, you could just be our ferryman and carry us up.
Oh, okay. You're right. That makes sense. I was thinking we were just carrying the captives. I forgot to carry you too.
Yeah, we need... So, I don't know how much weight you could carry, but I'm thinking maybe we could just, I could hitch a ride on your back and you carry up one of them. And Darren, you carry up, you put Parsnip on your back maybe, and you carry up one of them. And then Parsnip and I can be up there trying to clear the perimeter, and y'all could fly back down and grab Arcus and Phalar and maybe 2 others, and then go from there.
I like the idea, but we should try and hurry get to the other place that we have to go up before the magic of the spell goes away.
Well, I mean, I haven't cast it yet. I don't like
Right.
that. What is that? Huh?
Ew.
Nope. Mm-mm. Sorry, I'm breaking character. Yeah, no,
Yeah, let's go. We should.
DM, I say this with all love in my heart, but you might want to seek professional help.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
So what Darren is saying about board is we gotta get on top of this. We gotta get to the top level, but there's 2 times we're going to have to fly. Remember? So one is here to the sewers, and then from the sewers to the basement.
Wasn't there a ladder or a rope we put down with that?
It was a rope, yeah, but
I don't know if these guys can successfully climb, because look at
Yeah.
the state that they're in.
We can.
They're not.
I've
They're not
worked aboard
great.
ships. I can tie a harness out of a rope, and we can just pull them up.
Oh, that works.
yeah, okay, cool. Right there, and we'll say, "Come on, friends, let's get the prisoners out of here."
Yeah, I'm all for it. I think that's a great idea. Sorry I doubted you, man.
It's all good. I was going to say, I think we should stagger our movements, Darren, so that we always have either you or me up top and one down below, just in case anything happens up there, anything happens down here.
Well, that's
Good
why I'm
idea.
saying you should carry 2 of us up there.
Right.
The two of the. Actually, I don't know. Is Arcus about the same weight as Parsnip? Parsnip, buddy, how much do you weigh? Like gnome to gnome.
Gnome to gnome.
This part I'll make easier. Tango and Darren can each carry 2 people and fly. Will just fly at a reduced rate.
Okay.
I was only suggesting
Huh.
staggered, just because Darren and I are both. We can take bigger hits than the rest of you. So if anything happens up there, at least one of us is there, or one of us is down below. If something happens in either level.
Yeah, that's fair, because Simon can't take anything right now.
Parsnip has had a quick little power hiccup. He'll be back in a second.
Okay, well, I mean, cool thing is that, we can figure it out and get these people home, hopefully.
I start moving. That hole was in the other room, right? Not this one room.
Correct. This room, as far as you can tell, has a definitive ceiling to it. The chamber down below, though, that rises up like a smokestack. And then at the top of it, there is a place where it seems like flat-worked stone, but that only goes in just a little bit before it's been crumbled apart.
Almost like a
Leading into the sewer.
dragon broke through here at some point.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, okay.
And whenever you come in here now, it's for a moment, it actually feels a little bit refreshing because the air is a little stifling. It's like there's this very, very gentle, fine, cool mist hitting you when you come in this area. And then you notice that there is, in fact, some sewage that's slowly building up on the edges of this room.
Gross.
Ew.
I was wondering if that's where you were going with that, and you did not disappoint.
Darren is going to carry a couple of unconscious people with him, and he's going to lead the way for those who can walk back.
Okay. Again, some things we can, unless you want to do it a different way. Lady Morella, Mally Stonehelm, they don't say much, but they they stay with you and follow you. They're able to get themselves there. The rest of them, all of them, are essentially too weak to move. So you can kind of carry them 2 by 2 between you and Tango. Are able to help. We can go ahead and move them over there. Unless you guys had something else that you want to do, we can kind of position them over kind of towards where Parsnip is standing currently.
Yeah, that works. As long as, where Parsnip is standing is not also where there are more hidden eggs.
You think Parsnip did an extremely good job searching Sharn's cave there. He climbed the walls, looked all around. Finding the eggs, they were very well camouflaged.
Cool.
AKA, they were yet again another way that this creature could have returned. But that 31.
All right. So in that case, if we're ready, Simon will go ahead and spit in his hand, slap his hands together, rub them, and then just. I don't like the whispering.
Tango, go ahead and make a perception check as you're getting ready to go up. Darren, you too, if you could make a perception check for me. 21's good enough. Tango, as you get in here and you kind of look up, you can't quite see the top right now, but a little hint of whispers seem to be coming from the ceiling.
Man, I really don't like that, y'all. But there's no other option, right? There's no choice.
I mean, if you want to fly me closer to the ceiling, I could throw a fireball up at it, but I mean, that's...
Hang on. Do you have a bitter reserves you could expend, Simon? Magic-wise?
What do you mean?
I'm wondering if now that Sharn is back trapped in that cage, if this area is still under the same effect of the teleportation dampener thing.
I mean, the teleportation thing is not necessarily for Sharn, was it? I mean, like,
I don't know.
it's always been here, right?
It was citywide.
Yeah, it's not just
Okay.
this location.
Fair enough.
Trust me, I wish it was.
I wasn't sure. I just thought maybe it'd be an option, but fair.
I do think that you probably. Oh, I don't know what to do, y'all.
I just gotta tighten up my belt. We go.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna warn the people that we're trying to rescue. We're not out of the woods yet, y'all. It sounds like this thing's children might be upstairs. And I don't want to leave y'all down here either, because we've already found one of its eggs. Or 3 of its eggs, right? So please just be patient and bear with us as we try to get y'all out of here safely.
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems like we're in quite a pickle. Do what you must.
All right.
Understood that phrase. Pickles are pretty delicious. I'd love to be inside of one. Let's go, Simon.
All right. Simon's gonna cast Fly on Tango and Darren. Yeah.
And Phalar has their boots of flying.
Oh, nice.
I think Phalar's boots are tapped out. I think they said they had one more use and they used them in the sewers.
It's okay. Phalar's got their boots of flying.
Okay, cool. If DM's gonna DM magic this, that's totally fine with me.
Darren is going to say, friends, I think one of us should go up there without anyone, just really quickly, scope everything out.
Well, between you and Tango, you are the more... Oh, do you have your armor on? Can you please put your armor on now?
Okay, 1 second. He's
All
gonna
right.
take out the bag. He's gonna start putting it on.
I swear to God, you should have done this before I cast Fly on you. I'm gonna murder you.
Oh wait, that's right! Never mind! It's okay, Stitch Fix. Look, this shield is all the armor I need, my friend.
Okay, Tango, I'm so sorry. Would you mind flying up with me and we can take a look?
I'm already grabbing onto you and to whoever looks the most able-bodied of the prisoners, and we are going up.
All right. Do you want it one of the unconscious prisoners, or do you want to take Maui and Morella will volunteer to wait down below, since they can kind of watch over those that are unconscious. But if you insist on taking one of them, they would go with you.
I would like to take one who's conscious and somewhat able-bodied, just to be an extra set of eyes for whoever we leave up there as well. We'll leave one down below with the unconscious until the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mally will volunteer to go with you. They'll speak for a second. He'll basically say that if there's dangers, there's more likely to be danger above than danger in here at this moment, so he's volunteering to go.
Well,
she will not say no.
Hold on. Before we take him, why don't we take Arcus? Because Arcus can ritually cast or quickly cast Liamon's tiny hut. So if there's something up there, we can throw these guys in the hut and keep them safe while we fight.
No, because
It takes a minute to cast.
I think you have to be inside of the hut when it's cast to be designated.
That's fine. Arcus can stay in the hut with them.
I'm not sure how that would work.
Okay.
No, I'm not, because if he comes up with you and you're like, oh no, there's trouble, put up the hut, he'll have to sit there for a minute to cast it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm already fine. I got Simon and this person who volunteered, and we're moving.
Simon, Mally, and Tango begin rising up. Let's go ahead and figure out how we're doing this. 1 second.
Please know that I love all of you and that I bequeath, I don't know, my goods and worldly beings to my roommate, Darren, and also to Tango. Actually, y'all can just split that shit.
As the three of you go up, looking down below, those whispers get louder and louder until you get close to that top of the cave, and the whispers now are just starting to race through your mind, and your thoughts become muddled. And you look around, and in a few places on these walls, it's like the walls themselves are moving, and now you see Maw's eyes. This almost like a reddish ooze on the walls. But as adventurers, you recognize around you gibbering mouthers. And
Tango?
as you get in with their range,
Shit.
I need you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
How many?
4.
4 wisdom saving throws.
Oh.
And Mally will do the same.
Well, I make them with advantage, and I'm pretty sure I failed all 4.
No.
Okay.
Oh, God.
No, you failed twice, Simon.
Good to know. Good to know.
That
I'm
was
sure
a
this is
charm.
not
That was
gonna have-
Mally rolling.
I'm the one holding.
Pretty
you
sure
guys.
that's... Yeah, but I gotta hold the concentration, right?
You're right.
Oh
Yep.
no.
I'm gonna go one
Yep.
at a time here.
Yep.
13 is 13 good.
13 saves.
Okay.
C is 10. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Because I do have stuff I can do if shit starts going wrong. I should just double check if I need to call it beforehand or not. If I fail. Okay. So I can do stuff if I fail. Oh god.
2 is not a success.
Okay, hang on. I will
Are you sure?
burn my guarded mind to succeed instead.
Okay.
So it's 2, 3. Ooh. Okay. I will burn Indomitable, so I can reroll
Okay.
with a bonus equal to my fighter level.
All right, you cannot fail it, so you'll succeed with using your Indomitable.
Okay. And last one.
All right. Tango, you've had training of your mind, and as the voices are coming into it, that training comes back and helps you as you push through. But you look over and you can see that Simon and Mally are both affected by this. If you guys wouldn't mind, roll initiative. Those of you that are down below, should you decide to take a part of this, it'll take you 2 rounds to join them up here. Aha, group initiative macro. Okay. As I mentioned, you guys get to the top, you look around, and you see these creatures around you. They're just whispers and strange sounds are coming from them. They clearly are hostile. They chitter about a little bit, and you can tell their eyes are looking in their direction as your minds are infected with their whispering. But Tango, you are the first to act. What do you wish to do?
Just gritting my teeth and pushing through that effect that's trying to get through my mind. I'm focused solely on safety, getting these two individuals in my arms out of danger. So how much movement does Fly give me?
60 flight speed.
60 feet, and the way I'm doing this while holding two people and basically seeing you're kind of like sort of encumbered, so you can go half your rate. So if you were to dash, you'd be able to go 60 feet.
Okay, so I will do that. I will action dash full 60 feet. I'm trying to retrace our steps through the sewers, so I know I'm headed this way, and I'm trying to get us around this corner out of sight before putting them down.
Okay.
Hopefully not in the sewage muck. I think about pushing Simon just for a second and then decide against it.
That's fair.
Okay. You set them down. Simon, you're affected by the Mouther. So if you wouldn't mind this round, if you would please roll a d8 for me.
Okay. Do you want me to whisper it to you, or does it matter?
Nah, just go ahead and roll a d8.
Okay. All right, buddy. That's a 5.
Okay. Now, if you could please roll a d6. 1. Okay. So what this does, you're going to. I did a d6 with 1 and 2 left, 3 and 4 to the right, 5 and 6 down. So you're going to go ahead and use your movement to basically run away from Tango at this point. You want to go basically back towards the cave in this case. Tango, I know that you don't want him to do this, so I'll go ahead and give you a reflex save. We'll make it equal to Simon's AC, and if you hit that, you can catch him and hold him and prevent him from basically running himself right back to these Mouthers.
Wonderful. I was just going to ask. So that's like a reaction to grapple, basically?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm...
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you guys didn't see it. Let me switch this off of Whisper so you can see the little thing here. There you go. But by all means, you can do that. I said reflex save, sorry. That's by 3.5, and you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dex save, okay. Would it be a dex save, or could I argue like an unarmed strike against his AC to grapple him?
I'm fine with that too, yeah. Because you would be like doing an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Sweet summer child. My AC unbuffed beats that.
Yeah. I haven't used inspiration in a long time, and as a human I get one once per day, so I'm going to burn it. I'm burning everything here.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Simon!
That beats it.
Stay here!
All right. Simon turns. He seems to start to run as if his eyes are slightly rolled back in his head. You reach out, grab hold of his collar, just kind of lift him up, and his little feet wave across in the air for just a second.
You know, I'd feel ashamed and embarrassed, but it's fine.
All right. You hear creatures up along the walls in there as they seem to be climbing in your direction. You can hear the whispers, but they're not quite loud enough to affect your mind. Parsnip and Darren. Darren can fly, so you guys basically go on the same initiative. Darren will go ahead and grab hold of Parsnip, and the two of you start flying up towards the hole. There's no save at the of what you get your save originally, and it only affects you for a single turn. So it's automatically over at this point. But as you kind of look over, and Simon, that glossiness comes over your eyes. You look in that direction, and you can see some of these creatures are now starting to kind of follow you. Back to you, Tango.
Okay, I'm gonna leap over Simon, give him a pat on the head. Get your mind out of that gutter and fireball these things or something. And I'm gonna rush forward and just start swinging at this first one because we have to clear this to get everybody up.
Okay.
So I'll swing to the one north of me. Just make sure I have everything checked off. There we go.
18 very easily hits.
Okay, with Psionic Strike. It's 26.
With a single hit, you bloody it.
Bloody it? Okay, I will do a telekinetic thrust. Since I hit with Psionic Strike, I need a strength save, attempting to knock him prone if he is able to be knocked prone.
They are immune to prone. That's the one thing they're immune to.
Okay. Then I will swing again. For 16.
Yeah, the creature's very, very badly wounded. As you can see, it looks like it's about to just slough all apart as you cut into it 2 times. Darren and Parsnip, you're coming up as fast as you can. You'll reach the top at the when your turn hits, but I'm going to ahead and move you at this point. Tango, is there anything else for you?
I'll have left, I think, it's a bonus action, so I'll make my cloak billow and end my turn.
All right. Your cloak billows as if there's a good, cool breeze in here, and not just a horrible stench of a sewer. Simon, your senses are 2. You're not quite within range of these whispers, so you are free to act.
Alrighty. I can only see the one where I'm at. If I move forward, I'm going to be in range of them, right?
You believe if you're within about 20 feet of them for too long, that's when they start messing with your mind.
I'm going to move forward 10 feet here. And then I'm going to launch a... Should I do it? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to throw a fireball and careful spell it. So hopefully it won't burn my friends. But this will... Yeah, it's fine. I have 1/3 level spell left after this, so I need a dex saving throw. I can only see it where I can get these 2. I'm hoping I can get more than that. Yeah, and I'm going to careful spell it to where, like, only... Hopefully the people that I see are the ones that get hit by it.
That's how the careful spell works. So they automatically make their saves, and you light the rest of them up.
Yeah, the dex save is only going to be 16 because I don't have any more innate sorceries. Jeez, that's a good roll.
None of them succeed. Tango, the mouther that is closest to you, it shrivels up and it stinks like burned hair as this little crackling, like dark black sponge sits at your feet. And the rest are all significantly wounded.
And then Simon's going to use the rest of his movement. I have 15 feet, so he's going to move back here with this guy and tell him, don't get too far from me. I know I don't look like much, but hopefully I can keep you alive a little bit longer. I'm so sorry about this, buddy.
It's all right. But he puts his hand up against the wall for a second. But I think I know about where we are.
You probably want to wash your hand after this. Can I free cast for just prestidigitation to clean his hand? You probably don't want to touch the walls here. We're in a sewer, buddy.
Sure. One of the mouthers comes over towards you. I'm giving them just 20 foot of movement as they're clawing across the walls here. It's not able to reach you, Tango. It looks like it is on the map, but there's also the three-dimensional, so it's a little bit down below this waterfall. The other one is Croat. Marship and Darren, you guys get up here to the top. It was just the two of you, so you've each got about 15, or Darren's got about 15 feet of movement, and Parsnip, you'll be able to take your action, but you're kind of holding on to Darren as he's got you here flying up high. You look about you and you see these gibbering mouthers making these whispers and sounds. And we'll see what Darren does in just a second. That is true. You guys would have reached into. You only would have had 2, though. That's enough. So, Parsnip, if you can give me 2 wisdom saving throws, please. Yeah, of course, Parsnip. So, Parsnip, you can't really move because you're clinging onto Darren unless you want to fly yourself. Otherwise, you can take your actions.
I'll shoot the one closest to me with a starry wisp.
All right. Easily hits. Your magic crackles over the creature. It's kind of strange seeing this radiance glow through this writhing maw and eyes. Anything else for Parsnip?
Yeah, I'll try to grow wings and fly as a bonus action.
Okay. Go ahead and make your wisdom save, but it happens regardless. Darren, you've done this many times yourself, but as you're kind of holding on to Parsnip, suddenly Parsnip, kind of in a similar fashion to yourself, grows wings out from his back. You recognize wings like a swan. Teacher, the DC was 13, right?
Yeah, but I have 1 point of longing.
All right, just keep a little tally and let me know. I'm surprised you missed that. But yeah, you can fly alongside Darren. Darren, you get about 15 more feet of movement and a bonus action if you want to take it.
I failed a saving throw.
That's true. You did. Go ahead and give me that D8. All right, and if you would please give me a D4. You basically fly straight over towards the left wall there.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah.
You just move yourself over. More or less, you would have dropped Parsnip if he hadn't begun attempting to fly himself at this point, but you kind of let him go and rush over towards the side there.
Okay.
This one's going to try and go. All right, this mouther kind of globs along this wall. It goes into the muck a little bit. Goes down into the muck, sloshes through the sewer, pops back up, and is along the edge, but just enough that it's able to attempt to thwack poor Tango here. Or actually bite. Ooh, 19. Does that hit?
That'll hit, yep.
For 3 piercing damage. And as it bites into you, it causes you, you weren't quite expecting this, but it's so low, it kind of bites onto your ankle and it trips you. You become prone. And the other one. The other one kind of glops around. It actually, being able to see Parsnip here, will do one little thing. Might as well. Oh, wait a minute. That's never mind. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do. And its turn there. Tango, back to you.
Okay. Do I need to make wisdom saving throws?
Yes, you do, sir. You have 3 to make.
Looking good.
Looking good. One more. All right. Go ahead and let's see what Tango does. Okay, that works quite well for you. There are, in fact, I believe, 3 creatures that you are within reach of. This one was actually here, kind of went over the dead body of the other. So, you go ahead and determine however you feel would most be appropriate. You have 3 targets within range, so you are welcome to attack one of them.
Do you want me to randomly determine it by rolling a d3? Or, I mean, I was focused probably on the one that just bit my ankle. But
That's fair. Whatever you think is appropriate. You make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature. So I mean, it makes sense for it to be the one that just bit you, or you can roll whatever dice you want to pick from the 3 about you.
cool. I like randomness, so I'm going to roll a d3. That one's 1. This one's 3.
That's the one.
The same. And it's just one single attack?
Yes, it does. It doesn't say that you do not take bonus actions or anything like that.
I have the incapacitated condition. That would determine what I'm able to do.
I don't think you're incapacitated. It's kind of strange.
Sorry. I misread the description.
However, even in your confused, gibbering state, you do in fact just cut straight through this nasty little creature as it flops back down to the sewage below with a little bit of a splash.
Okay, and it doesn't say anything about bonus actions?
It doesn't. So I think like the previous one specifically says you don't take actions or bonus actions. So I'll say that you're using your action for 7 and 8. So that'll give you your bonus action and movement should you choose.
Okay, I think instinctively, cutting one down, my bonus action is going to hew and allow me to make another attack on the next one.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, easily hits. Slight difference. Do you hit the one that's on the left or right?
Let's find out. One is left, 2 is right.
That's the one that Parsnip had hit. And that is enough. You take out a second one.
Awesome. That's going to be it for me.
Okay. Simon. Tango seems to be a little bit not himself, but he's still being Tango, slicing things down.
Okay. Simon's going to move closer. Let's see. And he can see this one a little bit, so he's going to just lob an Eldritch Blast at it.
Right, go for it.
Where is my Eldritch Blast spell? Under cantrip, Steven. Cool. Alright. 18 and 16. Heck yeah.
They have an AC of 9.
I don't know why it rolled 3 damages. It should just be the 8 and the 6.
Okay, you blast large portions of it off. It seems like it's just half of itself now, but it's still shattering and so forth. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm going to move back because I don't want to be anywhere near this thing after dealing with that. Can I... No, that'll be it. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. The creature, it is now going to attempt to squirt along the wall here and nibble on Tango because he's there. It gnaws at your feet, but your armor down there, it just seems to scratch against it, but it's not very successful in anything.
DM, I'm sorry. Did you say squirt along the wall?
Might have said that. You like slurps along the wall.
I just need you to know that your descriptions tonight are going to give me a nightmare. And that's all.
Me too.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm good. Good.
All right, Parsnip. Only one of them still moves. Currently trying to gnaw on Tango.
I'll take another shot at it with Starry Wisp.
Okay. Very easily hits. Good roll. With that, the last creature kind of sizzles, shrivels, and becomes this little husk as it kind of plops down the hole, back down in here, down in the depths below. The whisperings that echo around seem to cease.
Okay. Tango's going to waste no time and jump I guess I'm still flying. I'll just fly straight down and start picking up the others.
All right. Darren, of course, your senses come to and so forth. Parsnip, you have your wings up for a while. I'm going to make the assumption that you guys are going to go down there and try to pull people up to this point at the very least, as quickly as you can. Is that correct?
Definitely for
Correct.
me.
All right. Let's use a trick here. Just going to put you all there. There we go. Get things back together. We're going to use this. We're just going to, for simplicity's sake, we'll just say you were able to grab all of the nobility from down below. Again, just the one Kachasef. She was down there, and nothing seemed to harm them for the little bit that you were down there. And Arcus and Phala were able to kind of watch over them a bit. But Mally will just kind of be the representative for you guys having all of the people kind of lined up here in the sewer.
Darren is gonna go ahead and go in front of people. And
young Master Agramir, I think I know where we are. My home. It is in this direction, and he points. He does point north. I don't think we're that far from it. It's possible we could go up there. There is a hole in the ground where sometimes people go down.
If it gets us out of the sewer faster.
But you know what you're doing, so I'll certainly follow you. I'm just trying to help.
are you sure there's no more of those monsters the way that you're telling us to go?
I don't know. I don't know if there's monsters.
Do we still have
Baron,
fly on us? How much time do we have?
it lasts 10 minutes, so that's a DM question.
Yeah, you probably got like 8 minutes.
Oh, okay. I would try and just fly ahead and kind of scout to the north and look for any creatures, those things that were hanging on the ceilings. Try and make use of that.
Okay. So go ahead and map out the direction you would want to go, Tango. There's the path you take matters, but as you come up into this next area, you look, and that constant little collection of sludge that has kind of come down from the ceiling to form those points that so well hid those creatures doesn't seem to be in this area here.
Okay, good to know. I guess before I fly off, I would just ask. I forget his name already. The guy was just talking.
It's okay, young man. Stonehelm. Melly Stonehelm.
Melly. So you think your place is to the north, like directly north, or a little northeast?
If I'm right, it's been a while since I've been underground, but I got a sense for these things. I'd say my house is that way. He points up. He points a little to the left, mostly northwest. But the nearest place to get into the sewers, that'd be this direction there. And he points kind of a bit of a northeast.
Northeast. Okay, then I'm going to fly this direction.
Okay, I'm going to pull you back to right here. Something interesting happens. Let's go ahead and clear all that out. You now watch as Tango flies off quickly. He's doing great. He's flying about 10 feet off the ground. When all of a sudden, Tango seems to freeze in midair. Let me make sure I have everything read here that needs to be. Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check as you are flying off in that direction. Make sure I don't hose you there. Excellent. Okay, Tango, right as you reach this point here, something about the space directly in front of your eyes, an inch away, seems ever so slightly off. The air is thick down here with stink, but now the air is exceptionally thick. You see particles that seem to be floating in the air in front of you, suspended in a bit of a cube-ish shape directly in front of you. You can make out the edges of this cubish shape.
Oh no!
Kind of like transparent jelly.
I'm able to stop before I fly directly into it.
Yes, I will give that to you. There's a perception check to not fly into it.
Oh, not this way. Oh, jeez.
So, yes, you quickly recognize that this area is filled with a cube of jelly, but you're able to steer yourself around it. As you kind of move away, it doesn't really approach you. It seems quote-unquote docile, so to speak. You clearly recognize what this is. It doesn't attack you. It just sits there, and it just seems to feed on whatever seems to be coming through it.
I think I would just sit here and make sure people don't walk into it. Sit here and guide people around it.
Certainly. Mally and Lady Marla will kind of... they seem very confused at first that they have no idea what this creature would be, but after you kind of point it out to them, they nod and seem to understand. I would assume the rest of you at this point understand what Tango is saying to you all. But after everyone has an idea that there is this cube of jelly here,
Are we sure it's not jam?
Well, you can find out if you'd like, Simon.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
You are able to move about it without it really doing anything, and it is basically just a hazard to you all now.
Friends, shouldn't we go the way we know, the way we've traveled before instead?
I mean, sure, but if there's a faster way out of here, and this gentleman knows, I think because we have so many people that we have that we're responsible for, we need to get these people out.
All right, then.
So, are we all just like carrying the unconscious people?
I'm assuming that they're all kind of lined up on the sewer floor right now.
Yeah, that tracks. We need to get these people out. We also need to not leave them alone. So I'm going to leave that up to y'all and how y'all want to handle this, but yeah.
Well, I do think that's why Tango said he was scouting, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Tango, do you wish to continue?
Once the group kind of gets clear or around of this thing, yeah, I would continue around it myself and just keep going this way.
You fly through. Nothing seems out of ordinary. How far can your vision see? Can you see all the way to the back wall?
just barely right there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check from here. Do you have advantage at the moment?
Yeah, from my iron stone.
Fantastic. Yes, with the 23, you can look ahead, and the waters are, I mean, they're foamy in places, and they swirl around in places. But you can see up in the large pool of liquid ahead, a couple of areas where it seems like a pair of areas, I would say, where every so often a little bloop, 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 where specifically bubbles are coming up in concentrated places, 2 spots in the waters ahead.
Okay. And no sign of point of egress?
Not in your current vision.
Okay. Slowly, cautiously keep moving forward until I might see one.
All right. Let me see what you can see. Yeah, you're not so close, but just at the edge of your vision, it does appear to be getting blocked off by something not too far away, basically a wall. I'll make it easy. If you take another step forward, I believe you'll see the wall. Yeah, and then with that, you can see in the back right corner, there is what appears to be, just at the edge of your vision, a ladder leading upwards.
Okay. I'll hold position here and just call back. I see the ladder, but there might be stuff in this water. Take it slow.
When you call out like that, the one of the trickles of bubbles, which is towards the back of the pool, seems to move forward in your direction, but remains out of sight.
If I can just sit here and take the dodge action until they catch up.
Okay. So you all heard what Tango said. Do you wish to take the people with you at this point, carrying them, or are you going to join him first, bring a few people with you? You guys just let me know quickly what the logistics are. It doesn't have to be overly complicated.
I feel like we should clear the way first before we take unconscious people. I don't know. I feel like that's just asking for, like, it's like we're carrying Lunchables to whatever's in the water.
Yeah. So I think maybe Phalar and Arcus stay behind, guarding the people, and then the rest of us just clear it out.
Don't worry, friends. I've got this. I feel like I'm dead myself. Very, very weak, so I'll watch them.
Which way do we hear Tango's voice coming from? Okay.
You hear him over in this direction, and as you kind of come around the corner, I'll stop and pull you back just a little bit. You'd be about here, and Tango, you'd be able to see Darren coming around. You're, as well as Parsnip, you're well aware of where you can see this motion in the water. Simon, are you staying behind in the sewage?
No, sorry. I thought I was moving forward. Where did they go? Shoot. There we are.
Darren and be like, "Why'd you go that way? I thought you knew I was coming up the other way." But then I'll gesture to the water.
Is there anything in the water at the end that I can see?
You look as well, and you can see kind of these bubbles that are coming up from the water, clearly in 2 spots. But the water is this thick and grimy, and it is this greenish color, and you can't see what's underneath it.
Simon's pretty much going to stick near Parsnip, only because he feels like he'll either die next to Parsnip or survive next to Parsnip. Like, just because parsnip, right? Like, it's parsnip.
All right, well, I've never used this spell before, so Darren will stand back and he will try and cast Eldritch Blast on the water. Like where the bubbles are coming from.
Okay, you cast Eldritch Blast at the water, and your two blasts they hit the water and impact it. And as soon as you do, water splashes up in two areas as creatures rise up from underneath it. Kind of for a second, you might think they're like these giant grasshoppers with red tendrils kind of coming down from their face, but then you recognize yet another apparition. There's no surprise on anybody. They were waiting to ambush you. You knew that they were there. You've basically just poked the bear. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Okay. Right as these two splashes of water happen, Parsnip, you can't quite see these creatures yet. You know something is emerging. What do you wish to do?
I'll move a little bit closer. And wait to see what pops up out of the water.
Okay. Do you wish to ready any kind of an action?
Sure, I'll prepare to cast Wisp.
Okay. This creature will go next. As I mentioned, this green carapace-like creature with these tendrils that are reminiscent of something like a mind flare pops up out of the water and is quickly starting to scurry over towards the flying tango. You can go ahead and roll your attack against it.
Also, Darren, you still have flight on you too, by the way, buddy.
The 18 will hit.
Oh, nice.
Aha!
All right. Your whisk does crackle up against it as it lets out a little... but it quickly rushes over to Tango, who's floating up in the air. It's got fairly decent reach. It reaches up from a good reach away and takes two pincers and attempts to slash at you with both of them. Tango, the first one's a 22. Let me put it in public. Ooh, the second one's a 26.
22 hits. The critical is negated due to adamantine armor.
Fantastic. So you'll take 16 points of damage from those two options, those two things. And its two arms are kind of outstretched, and these pincer-like things are grab holds of Tango. You are currently grappled by it. And with that, it actually kind of pulls you in towards it, or actually pulls itself towards you. And it takes those long reddish tentacles and it just kind of slathers them over you. If you can give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. That's a 1.
Okay. I don't know if you have anything for that. Otherwise,
I've burnt everything.
Oh no.
yeah. Like I said, unless you have something to add to that, you will find yourself paralyzed as this creature just kind of does awful things with its little tentacles as it rubs them over your bodies, and you find yourself poisoned and paralyzed. Tango, it's your turn right afterwards. Unfortunately, you're paralyzed at the moment, but at the end of your turn, you get to go ahead and make another save against his paralyzing tentacles.
Okay. You said I'm poisoned from this as well?
You have the poison condition and are paralyzed.
Okay, so I think the poison gives me disadvantage on this. It didn't automatically do it. Does poison give disadvantage on
Let me double
saves?
check.
Yeah.
No, just attacks and ability checks.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So it takes a moment, but you shake it off just in time to see the face of this creature with these tentacles kind of slipping and sliding and putting this nasty substance all over your face. It clearly smells like sewage. But you pull yourself together and we'll be able to act next turn. Do you want to say anything to anybody? Anything kind of like a free action?
No, I'm puking.
That's an absolutely fair free action. A second one explodes up from the water now, and heads in the direction of the Eldritch Blast. Similar to what attacked Tango, this evil crawdad that's 2 pincers out towards you, Darren. It, though, is not quite as accurate as the one that went for Tango. They had a little more time to size up his position, and it misses you twice. Simon, you're up.
All right. This is gross, y'all. Simon's gonna move 5 feet this way, or 10 feet this way, 10 feet this way, and 5 feet this way. What does Simon have left? I should have looked at his second level spells. Simon has no second level spells, and 1 third level spell, and that's it. So we're using cantrips, boys. He's going to Eldritch Blast the one that's attacking Tango.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Both of those hit.
Simon's tired.
Both of those hit a little. You said you were going for the one that was attacking Tango?
Yeah.
Okay. You sizzle just a little bit. It doesn't seem to pay much attention. Anything else for tired Simon?
No, that's you know what? Hold on. Let me read my telekinetic feat real fast. I think it's just away from me. Because I keep forgetting I have telekinetic feat.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to be able to shove something. I think a certain amount of space if you want to do that. That's a save.
Yeah,
that you can
within
make.
30 feet of myself. So I don't think it's going to make it. Yeah. All right, I'm going to push the one that is near Darren. I want to push it this way. So I guess I think that fails because it's against my spell save DC.
Mm-hmm. Which direction were you trying to shove it?
This way. It's only 5 feet, so I'm just going to move it 5 feet that way. All right.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Darren, you're up.
Yeah. Sorry, I was also eating some cheese. Okay. Darren is gonna move over here. He's gonna say, "Perish, evil lobster." He's gonna smack this lobster. Yeah! Oh, I can't do a crit or a smite. Boo.
But you did hit it hard.
Do I click crit damage?
You do regular damage, and then we do max dice after that.
Okay. Regular damage. Okay.
Okay, and you did an additional 12 on top of that.
Perfect. Sounds good. So, 30? Yeah, 30.
Okay.
Right. And, right, gonna go one more.
That also hits.
Speaking of wild, there we go.
All right.
Right, now-
2 strong connections.
Now let me double check, because I've only gotten a crit 3 times in the campaign, so I haven't. Bonus action. Yeah, I scored a critical hit, so I can make another attack as a bonus action.
Okay, go for it.
All right, come on. Another crit. Oh, close.
Pretty damn close. So you do connect with it. 3 solid hits.
It's just cracking.
18,
the
18,
chitin of this
18.
thing. Right? Wait, did it really just roll 18s?
It did. It was stuck on those.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be turn.
Okay. Parsnip, you see Darren just walk up to the evil crawfish and just smash into it. It's crumbling apart, well beyond bloodied. What do you wish to do?
I'll move up and attack it.
You can fly straight to it.
Are the wings still up? I'd only last a minute.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess it would have been a little bit beyond that. You're right. Hits. And with a crackle of radiant energy flying over Darren's shoulder, that you're just about to come down on it the last time and pulverize this thing, Darren, when Parsnip shoots a little bit of ball of radiance over you, hits the creature, it squawks. There's this unearthly noise. Falls forward, hitting its face against the ground. Its tentacles slowly slide, leaving a bit of slime kind of along the ground at your feet, and it plops into the water. Anything else for Parsnip?
Anybody want gumbo? No, that's it.
I don't think we should eat this thing. It's been swimming in poop.
Right. The one that's currently engaged with Tango will continue its attack. These two almost like mantis-like arms come out and try to latch onto Tango again, pulling it in towards its little face, but neither of them are able to connect with it. Tango, you are free from it and can do as you wish.
He's no longer grappled, even?
That's fair. It did have you grappled, so yeah, you are still grappled by it. It did not lose. It did not let go of you. You are correct. It just wasn't able to capitalize on its grappling of you.
Perfect. Still have the poisoned condition after the save from the
You do not. No. When you saved against its little slithering tentacles, it removed the poison and the paralyzed condition.
Perfect. Then I'm still stuck in its arms, but I'm going to swing at those arms and try and cut its big meaty pincers away from me.
That connects.
Bro. Sick.
Okay, you do 41 points of damage to the creature and get 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, hell yeah. I needed those. Bonus action Q to swing again.
Yep, that also connects.
And if it's alive or dead, I'm going to finish my multi-attack with another swing.
Okay, yeah, you first one connects with it. Your first attack does a huge amount of damage to it, cuts basically one of its arms nearly off. Second attack follows up with it. The third attack, though, starting to get a little tired, and your weapon finds no purchase to kind of bounce off of its thick outer skin, just barely missing a place to hit it.
Okay.
Actually, this is interesting. Tingo, how do you want to do this?
By grazing it?
Yes.
So you cut out for a sec.
Absolutely. How do you want to do this with the graze?
Oh, that's good. So yeah, three attacks. First one, like, just plunges through its carapace deep, and I pull my sword back out. Swing it wide, kind of over my head, crack down on top of it once more, and then you can see the invisible fatigue in my arms as I bring that sword around for a third one, and just kind of collapse my whole upper body on top of its head where it has been grappled. My sword just kind of like hits it in the eye. With that third strike.
All right. Yes. You've been through a lot. You're exhausted. That last bit as your blade's coming down, you're not going to hit it with it, but it just enough hits it into its eye. The creature seems to be shocked for a moment as it goes back. A little bit of blood kind of trickles out of it, and it's enough that it just collapses down onto the ground.
I need to get out of the sewers.
Where's the ladder?
Up here. I'll fly over to this corner.
Okay. You show a ladder. It goes up about 20 feet to a manhole. As simple as that. We don't have to go through the minutia of you guys taking everybody out. You take your time. Unless you don't, well, again, if you don't want to do what I'm describing, you let me know. But you have a ladder that leads them up. You have strong guys that can fly them up. Even if it's one at a time, you have plenty of time left on your flight spells. You can pop up into the. It's about what is it, probably about 2 a.m. right now. You can kind of pop out and start putting people out on the streets if you so choose. If there's something else you'd rather do, let me know.
I think I'd like to have the dwarf guy go up with us so that if we get stopped by the cops or the patrolmen, because, people are coming out of the sewers, he can help kind of explain the situation, especially with Darren not being allowed in this city.
Okay. Yeah, he will absolutely agree to go up with you as one of the first. He'll be able to actually take himself up if need be. He's not too quick on it. With his exhaustion, he's moving very slowly, but he's able to climb his way out of the sewers. Just kind of popped that lid off for him, and then from there you start bringing everyone else up at the same time. Not at the same time, but one after another. With that, actually, I will retcon one thing. I got his and Morella's houses flopped in my mind. He was suggested that he knew where Lady Morella's house was, and he pops you guys up very, very close to it.
Why does he know where Lady Myrtle's house is, huh? Sounds like they have a secret relationship.
The Morella household has been there for hundreds of years. We all know where it is, but
Yeah,
I
but you know where it
appreciate the
is
humor.
underground? I mean, in the sewer? Like, come on, man. You gotta build yourself a secret love tunnel, not the sewer tunnel.
I would have thought you'd have known more than others, Master Deep Gnome, but as you say.
I'm just joshing you. And he, playfully ribs him.
Who's Josh?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's an Underdark thing. Just so we're clear, y'all know that Darren, Mr. Agrimar here, he was. Can y'all do something about his exile? Because y'all know that he was basically trying to fight the thing that was.
Why don't we get them to safety and get some rest first?
Yeah, I guess that's a smart thing to do.
We can have a talk with all of them when they wake up.
All right. Just wanted to make sure you were taken care of, buddy.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. It's just these people need food and rest more than anything.
You can take them to my home. We're not far from it. And Lady Morella starts leading you towards her home, which again, not very far. She points to it over slightly west of you guys, over here. And once you've gotten everybody up on top of the streets, describe to me how you think you would start to move these 10 unconscious people. I'm just curious.
Lady Morella, do you have any sway with the local magistrate maybe we can get some people over here to help us move them, because I don't want to leave just an unconscious person in the yard or the road.
I have the same influence that any of us would have. I'm sure we could find somebody to offer us assistance.
Cool. Okay.
I will go try to find someone.
Let's send you off with like Phalar, because no offense, you've been locked up in the sewer for a long time. And while I'm sure you can carry yourself quite well, you're probably really tired.
Yes, quite so. With a deep breath, she starts walking off, and Phalar will accompany them. I believe Darren and Tango start picking people up at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
And as you do, it's not very long before you, because it is night at this time. There's illumination. It's not very long before you will see movement in the dark. As you see, look towards the direction of it, coming from the west, and you'll see Lady Marilla and Phalar up in front. They're walking slowly. They're walking at Lady Marilla's pace. And you see a third figure walking behind them. This third figure is, as they come underneath one of the streetlights, you can see they have skin of copper, and the light kind of reflects off of it a little bit. They have well-polished armor. They have a green cloak over their shoulder. And Darren, you would immediately recognize somebody who is one of the inner guard, walking behind them. You'll see this dragonborn town's guard. That's how kind of everybody's referred to in the city. All of their quote military, and he actually has a long sword drawn, and is walking back with the two of them. And he doesn't have a very happy look on his face. As he approaches the group, he kind of surmises the situation fairly quickly, and you hear an order, stop. And the two that are walking with him stop as he kind of points his sword at the group, and he says, I was informed that there was some form of intruders encroaching upon us from below, but I did not seem to believe it. I don't understand. What is the meaning of what I see? As he kind of looks at those of you that are conscious, as it kind of focuses towards Darren and Tango, who currently have people on their shoulders. Darren, he can see you. He hasn't immediately recognized you, at least at this point.
Yeah, Darren will just turn away as he's still carrying the people, but not like do a 180. He's more going to like look at one of his party members. Let's say Simon. He's gonna look at Simon, trying to give this guy like a bit of a harder time to look at his face.
And I'll kind of step forward since he was looking at the two of us to try and give Darren a little bit of cover.
Yes. So I'm sure Lady Morella kind of explained the situation. You had a doppelganger infestation. The chaos deity entity Sharn down below. He had escaped, had lots of little doppelganger babies. They were taken over and like replacing themselves. with your
He,
elites.
he points his sword down towards you. I don't have a clue as to what you're speaking of. Why? And he focuses his attention back again on Darren and Tango. As Tango's kind of moved into a slight intercept position there, and he actually focuses on him. Why are you holding those people? And as he's saying that, you see him pull out and reaching into his pocket as he is, and you see between his fairly large fingers, he's holding what appears to be a whistle.
Yeah, if you listen to me, I'm telling you why we're doing this.
Yeah, we don't have time to explain. These people are injured. They've been in the sewers for days because...
Probably weeks, actually. Lady Marilla right there, the nice one.
We need to get them...
The one who went to fetch you
safe.
to help us.
He takes a couple steps forward. He literally walks right past you, and he kind of focuses towards the people behind, and he begins kind of sizing up who it is that you're holding. You see confusion go over his face for a moment, and then a little bit of horror as to what he's looking at. Simon, what you just spouted out, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, and know that your DC is exceptionally high. Tango, if you could also give me a persuasion check, you do not have disadvantage. Your DC's, Tango, you have a DC of 12. Simon, you have a DC of 28.
I can't beat that even with a critical.
That's hilarious. Persuasion. Oh boy. I think before he can even react, I'm going to just kind of step past him and keep walking. I'll say, either you're going to help us or you're in the way. And these people need help. So,
Sorry for doing your job, buddy. I'm not helping. I'm sorry, y'all.
As you start to walk by, he actually will reach out and attempt to hold on to you. Will you forcibly go past him, or will you stop when he tries to physically restrain you? And he's not grappling you. It's more like he's just putting a hand on you, letting you know he doesn't want you to move.
I would kind of stop, kind of look back at him over my shoulder and just say, you got 3 seconds to explain why you're stopping me, or there's going to be a problem.
He looks and he says, "Who are you holding?" And he's not rough about it, but he takes a hand and he lifts up a head that's kind of currently slumped over your shoulder. I don't understand.
If you listen,
I saw Lord Torhan just earlier today.
That wasn't Lord Torhan. That was a doppelganger. This is the real one. Your people have been replaced slowly.
He kind of looks over Tango's shoulder, looks at the woman that was walking back with them. She looks like she's just about ready to collapse, and it's actually more about his insight than his ability to communicate well with him. You kind of get the feeling that Simon confused the hell out of him, and he just was kind of this information overload that did a knee-jerk reaction of he's looking for backup. Tango's words kind of didn't land all that well, but with the situation, the way that you all are acting and slowing down as you did, it slowly starts to dawn on him, and he seems to take a step back. I think I have a bit of an idea here. Very well. He puts his whistle in his pocket. He actually pulls out a different whistle, and he blows it, and you hear this low kind of hoot. go out, slightly larger than the last one. Will be here soon. And he goes over and he very gently picks up 2 people himself. And he says, "Lady, your place, I imagine." And he takes them and follows you towards her house.
Hold on, real fast. Someone might be impersonating her inside, which means we might encounter hostilities. So, just a heads up.
Well, we'll deal with that when we get there.
Okay.
And he goes ahead, he picks her up, and he picks 2 of them up, and he starts heading in. He moves at the same rate as everyone else, at least at first, and then when Lady Marilla and Mally start to follow, and they are clearly slower, he slows down, and you can tell he's aware of his station, and he moves at their pace, but it's clear that he's trying to move with a purpose. But eventually, you all get to Lady Marilla's home. It's not too far. You start setting people down inside in her parlor, just inside. It's a great opulence inside of her home. It's brightly lit. There is clear white and green illumination throughout the house. Her greeting chamber has several couches, places where you can recline, large ottomans, mostly tufted white with a light-colored wood along the furniture. Again, quite elegant, clearly of an elven lineage, most of it, and people start getting put down. By the time you guys get there and are able to start putting people down into this house and start going back for the last few that are there, other guards have shown up. 2 humans. You have a dwarf and a who's the last one? Orc. All again with those kind of that same armor, green cloaks on, a little less ornate than the first gentleman that you ran into, and they seem to be tending to them. A few seconds go by, and you would actually recognize the person that spoke to you guys first there, Darren. They're you would call them Captain Mai. Their actual name is Captain Omigro, and he comes over, explains the situation very, very briefly to them. He says, "There's an unknown situation. These are people that need aid right now, and Lady Marilla's home is willing to take them in. We're going to bring them in there." And they pick them up and take them in towards the home.
Aaron is gonna follow behind, not very closely, but he wants to make sure that they do find the doppelganger in there.
Inside Lady Marilla's house?
Yeah.
Once you guys get in, you can begin investigating and searching for other people in the home. Lady Marilla herself will be a little bit shocked. She'll go, "Oh, I should have several people here, people that should be able to attend to us, and no one is here. This is odd."
Yeah, I have a feeling that your replacement dismissed your staff so that they wouldn't find out that you weren't actually here. It's what happened with the Agrimar household.
Well, that does shed some light on things. I've seen much less of the staff of late. It's been unusual.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of smart if you think about it, because Who else would know you better than the people that are around you every day, right?
Yes. Please, you all can rest in here. Captain Tape, if you don't mind, we'll be fine. If you could please fetch, perhaps healers, people that they can provide a little bit of aid, but with a potential threat, I believe we'll be fine here for now. Okay, and he responds, if you're sure, but I'm going to leave a few guards outside. With that, he and a couple of them step out, and you see a couple stand watch outside the home. And Lady Merlis looks to you all. Please relax, rest. I will be back in a moment now. Thank you properly. And she kind of goes off towards the middle of her house.
Captain Mai?
Yeah, he turns as he's close to the door to leave. Yes?
I'm just going to suggest do what you feel is appropriate, but I think maybe subtlety in fetching some healers might help. Let's not draw too much attention that the royal families,
Noble
families have been rescued. I think that's something we should handle delicately.
Of course, all matters of the inner walls are handled delicately. To be perfectly frank, I don't know if they are who they say they are yet, if you are the problem or not, but I did see people in need. So I would appreciate it if you would remain here, at least for now. We will be back soon.
We'll be here.
Who was that guy that we talked to at the other household? Maybe he can vouch for us. Maybe not.
Oh, the elf. Yes, he's a very respectable man.
Yeah, really nice. I can't remember his name. Red hair, glasses, super efficient. Like, super efficient.
Oh, Simon, speaking of him, we must go to his house, make sure that he's okay.
I think we're supposed to stay here for now, buddy.
He's gonna like impatiently look around and then just sit down.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm trying. I'm actually was going to put his name in there. There's so many NPCs in Nettleton. Sorry.
You're fine. I can't imagine keeping
here.
track of the stuff you're keeping track of.
When I see him, I will go ahead and I will share him with the crew.
Athalis?
Thank you. That's it. I kept looking past it because I kept looking at Captain here. Athalis. The butler for House Galera is Athalis. Thank you. So do you call him by name or you just say the red-headed elf guy?
I don't know that Simon would actually remember his name. If I'm being completely just fair here.
That question goes out to everybody.
Simon
All right,
Scott.
red-headed elf guy it is.
Darren, he knew who you were. Can you remember his name?
DM, up to you, but I feel like Darren would probably know. I, the player, don't quite remember.
Yes, you would know.
Okay. he'll give him the Brady. No, not Brady. No. Oh,
He just
no.
said it, Athelis. Oh, you're acting. Womp.
Yeah, exactly. Where like he's like remembering just because of all the stuff that he went through. He's like, oh yes, that's right, him.
Okay.
Oh no, did it really sound like that much of a lie? I didn't
Well,
intend
also,
it to be a lie.
Also, I said your name, and I didn't think about that before I said your name.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. I done stepped in it.
He nods at you all, and kind of his brows furrow a little bit as a dragonborn's would, but he gives you all a nod and heads out.
Darren is gonna whisper to Simon. He's gonna say, you know, Stitchfix, I really hope that they find one of these doppelgangers, because otherwise we are in a really big pickle.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine, buddy. We got friends in high places. We could always reach out to Syl and say, hey, buddy, we're locked up. And he'll be like, what?
I hope so.
Yeah, I honestly, man, I'm too tired to think right now. Also,
Me too.
don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna need you to strip. Because we gotta get baths. Like, you smell something awful, I smell something awful, Tango vomited and got tentacle smacked. Like,
Simon, you're not even taking us out to dinner first?
you know, I probably should. But I'm not going to. Listen, I've already seen parts of you that I probably should never have seen. I think we're past dinner.
Okay, how about we have this conversation later, all of us?
We just need to get a bath. Or, mass prestidigitation.
After about 3 or 4 minutes, right about the time that the captain leaves, Benedict walks back to you all. She goes, forgive me, bank's not open at this time, but I feel something is absolutely in order. I had these lying around. And she takes a bag and reaches in and slowly places 6 large emeralds down on a little glass table. Please take these as a token of my appreciation.
Are you sure? Because you're going to have some money to rehire your people, right? As he's slowly reaching for the emerald. Also, how'd you know that our name was the Emerald Scale? That's so cool. It's like you're psychic.
Oh,
I did not. But don't worry. I'll be okay.
Okay.
And bringing my staff back. But your concern is it's appreciated.
Yeah, anytime. I just forgot what I was going to say. This is going to be mighty forward, and I apologize, but do you have, like, a bath that I could borrow? Because, like...
Oh, yes, by all means. As she points to it, this house is similar to another that's been constructed. There's actually a very large bath, and she points to down a hall at the last door on the right.
This is going to be really rude. Do you want to take your bath first, and we can stay here and keep watch with everyone? Because you've been through a very harrowing experience.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Simon's going to grab Darren and just start pulling him towards the bath because he stinks the worst.
Really? I thought he'd be Tango because he got vomited on.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Tango kind of figure himself out there.
I just need a wet cloth. I'll be all right.
Okay,
Oh, no.
let's grab Tango. Simon just telekinetically starts pushing Tango towards the bath.
All right, group bath it is.
Just like Haskell, all over again.
It's now the bathhouse experience, a bathhouse episode.
Well, it was bound to happen. No, if Parsnip showers.
You guys can put down that each of those emeralds is worth 500 gold. You can sell them for that amount later.
How many of them?
6.
Each of you received one. She had one for each of the adventurers.
Okay.
You let me know if you are planning to run out an adventure in the middle of the night still. Otherwise, you guys will be. If so, you guys have a short rest. If you plan to relax in the house, you guys can take a long rest.
Simon will take a rest, but he'll also probably try to stay alert just because he's worried about, shenanigans with doppelgangers.
You mean your shenanigans?
We don't need to get into it.
Because you're full of shenanigans. All right, then. With that, we'll say you guys settle down. There are rooms throughout the house. Her bath is actually, to most people, would be considered a pool. So you all can relax inside of there. And you take turns, you take shifts, you make sure nothing's coming in or out. You'll be able to take a long rest so you can plan for that. A couple hours into the long rest, Captain Maya will return. And knocks on the door. So whoever's on watch will let him in, and whomever it is that would be like watching at this time. I looked into some of what you were saying, and Thalos did corroborate your story. I will be having a conversation with him again if he seemed to be aware of this. He probably should have said something. Either way, we have people coming, and they should be here soon that can help and tend to the ladies and lords that sit here now. Give us a little more time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, buddy.
No. What is it?
Are these people that you explicitly know and trust?
They're coming from the temple, so I could only assume so.
Well, okay. I can, peek into minds and stuff. I'm just gonna take a peek in, just like a cursory glance as they come over, because, we don't know who's who right now. And these people have been through enough. I don't want anyone coming to finish the job.
You do what you think is best. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, anytime.
With that, he turns and heads out. Another hour or so goes by, and you have another small knock on the door. Again, whoever is perhaps on watch at this time, let them in. And 3 people dressed very similarly. Tango would recognize what they look like. They are dressed as kind of like those friars from the temple district that you're at. They come in and they start giving care and care. So, yeah, lost my train of thought. They come in and they begin tending care to those that are still unconscious, providing water for them, wrapping them in cool cloths, and so on and so forth. But they just begin taking care of them. Simon, if you want to, you can go ahead and try to read their minds. You do detect thoughts, and you're not going to. Nothing's going to stand out to you as, oh, I need to watch out for this person. As far as you can tell with the cursory thoughts, they just seem like they're there to help.
Cool. Come on in. Your patients are over here. Thank y'all for coming.
And with that, let's say they'll be tended to throughout the evening. You guys can take that long rest. I could fall asleep in a giant hot bath myself.
That sounds so good, actually.
Finally, a
has
long
been-
rest.
It's been a while since you guys have had one.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Um,
Oh, and that means I'm no longer. Oh, I have no conditions. Yay! No more
Nice.
exhaustion. That's great.
with 5.5, am I supposed to recover all hit dice on a long rest?
You are, yes. I got
Really?
surprised on that myself. I thought it was half your hit dice. You gain them all on a long rest.
Huh. That's wild.
Interesting. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, I was like, I will always just use half of them, and then somebody did that in the game. I was like, wait a minute, hey Dan, are they cheating? Not like that, but that's kind of what I was thinking. And we looked at the rules. It's like, oh no, you get them all back on a long rest. That's cool.
Yeah, I totally expected to only get a couple back there. I was down to one.
Yeah, well, so it kind of makes sense, I guess, because it is a resource that comes up more often, like with Thirsting Blade and so forth. You can use a hit dice, some spells will trigger hit dice and abilities. So I kind of understand it.
Bursting Blade?
Yeah, the Warlock Thirsting Blade. When you hit with an attack, you can roll an additional d6 damage or something like that. And if you want, you can spend a hit dice when you make the attack.
Oh man, have I been cheating this whole time? Sorry, let me look it up. Because I thought Thirsting Blade just give you an extra attack.
I'm sorry, it's whatever the third one is in that track. It's the one after
okay.
Thirsting Blade.
Oh, you scared me for a moment, DM.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
Is there anything you guys would like to do throughout the evening or in the morning?
I would like to go visit this elf, see if he's doing okay, and tell him what's going on.
I'm pretty sure he might know what's going on already, knowing him. He seems like a nosy, like he seems like he would know already.
That's totally fine. If you want to go and visit Italis in the morning, you certainly can. Would anybody be joining Darren?
Simon will go.
I think I'm going to stay here and watch over these people and just make sure they're safe. And with all the healers and the guards coming and going.
Darren, shouldn't we send someone to your house? Because, like, your little brother's there with your mom, your stepmom, and she's not right in the head.
Right, yeah, we should go. I'm
But
hoping that...
we should not go. We should send someone to go check on them.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Oh, surely one of the the noble lady from last night. If she is feeling better, who better than her?
She has a lot on her own plate right now. Maybe you can talk to one of the guard, or maybe we can ask. I don't know. You probably shouldn't go over there, and I don't know that she has the mental energy right now. Because let's be serious, man. She's she's probably dealing with her own little demons right now.
I suppose you're right. Sure. Let's ask one of the guards to do a welfare check.
Oh God.
So yeah, he'd ask one of the guards if they'd be willing to check up on the Agrimir household.
Yeah, well, we can take care of that for you. You got an orc who's there. We'll make sure everyone's okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
What's the time frame between the time you ask them to do that and the time that you're going to go talk to Athels?
I imagine it'd be immediately after, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no need for us to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. All right, so those of you who decide to go over to House Glare, start heading out. When you do, one of the guards, a middle-aged gentleman, a middle-aged human male, he's got the green cloak on, will accompany you. You get the impression that they want to be watching you at the moment.
Hey, so what's your name?
Bobberton.
Hey, Barberton, my name is Simon. Have you been a guard here long? Are you a...
Oh.
Oh, wait, are y'all are called guards? City guards? What are y'all called?
Can't answer to anything around here. People just call you what they want.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, thanks for coming along with us, buddy.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you make my job easier and not, try to run.
So, do you see my tiny legs? Do you really think I could run that fast?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're walking just as fast as I am.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, that's
Look like the
valid.
kind that's got magic. You could probably wiggle your fingers around and suddenly start moving faster.
That is a very valid assumption. I do know how to do that. Good point.
Looks proud of himself.
As you should be.
As he's walking, he does eventually look a little more at Darren and say, you seem familiar. Do I know you?
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you in my life. And Darren will just turn away for a little bit, maybe fake a cough.
He shrugs, and he walks with you.
If you've heard of the Emerald Scale from Torrington, then that might be why we look familiar.
I see. We'll be sure to keep the name of the Emerald Scale on everyone's lips right now. The short walk, and you guys end up back over at House Glare. Darren, this is a little bit interesting for you. There's hedges separating all these homes, but there are also fences. And again, with this particular place, it was that one where when you were a kid and you're kicking a ball, that's the yard you don't want the ball to go into. Right? It was just, that was the place. They weren't the ones that came out and talked to you, they were very, they were insular. So it's a little odd that right now, even though with their closed gate, you feel much more welcome than you were in the past. Like even now that you've been banished and you're not supposed to be here, it would just be a bit of an unusual feeling for you. But with that, you guys, hold on a second. Sorry guys, there's hail. I gotta get my puppy and cars inside. 1 sec. I didn't realize Darren was gone. I said all that to the air. That's okay. He can catch it on a repeat. But when you guys are headed over there, the captain returns. So whoever remained back, Tango, for instance, you remained at Lady Morella's house, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the captain returns to you, Captain Micro, and they've kind of gotten used to walking in and out. You see him as he's approaching, and it's like he's going to knock on the door, and then he just kind of catches himself, and he reaches down and just opens it up, peers inside, and walks in. Seeing as you guys are upright and provided that information, he'll tell you, I was over at the Egremere villa there, and it's strange that there's 2 children. I know that the servants aren't there anymore. The young brother and sister, and their mother, but the mother is acting very, very strange. She, I don't know. I hadn't really paid attention before. You there? As he kind of calls out one of the healers. I'd appreciate if one of yours would go and check on her. She's not herself. But they seem unharmed, so odd as she is, no one is in any danger from what I can tell.
Yeah, that's the ruse they're trying to pull right now. I would suspect you might find a similar situation amongst many of these noble houses. Everybody that we freed from the sewers below would have been replaced by one of these replicas.
Have you been able to tell which ones are and which ones are not? How do you know that there's a replicant, as you put it?
I don't know for sure the deal with Lady Agramar. If that's a normal thing for them to not act themselves, if that's a tell. When we encountered Master Agramar, he definitely seemed a little more conscious, but once we fought him, knowing that he was a replacement, we probably couldn't tell the difference until he was laying dead on the ground. I don't know. I'm not really the magic guy. I swing my sword.
He nods to that. Maybe you'll get lucky. Tango, give me a d20 roll. You're rolling your luck.
Okay. That's a number.
Lucky 7. Yeah. He looks at you. Oh, I appreciate what you're saying. Well, I can tell that I wasn't able to detect her as anything else. He'll pull out this thing that looks like a scroll on how's the best way to describe it? It's like scroll like if you ever had one of those things that you can put it like suction cups on it, and you can put it on the window of a car, and you can grab a little thing, you like pull it down, and it's like a sunshade. But it's like that. It's kind of like this, like one of those kind of rolled up with a little handle on it, sticking straight down. So it's almost like a T in his hand. And he takes it and he grabs it, and it seems to unroll. And once he does, you recognize what this thing is, and it's what they were using at the front gates. He says, "Oh, we have these," and they show us. And he actually, when he says that, he raises an eyebrow and he picks it up and looks through it at you, and then puts it down a moment later. They show us magical illusions and similar. I did not see anything unusual about her with this.
Yeah, I don't think it's an illusion like that. I think these creatures, these doppelgangers, as Simon called them, just simply have the ability to reshape themselves, reshape their body, their form, into the likeness of those that they are replacing.
I see. That makes sense. Then we wouldn't be able to penetrate it with this type of magic. If only there was some way of revealing those types. I thought there was. I can't think of it right now. Was this something we can look into?
I mean, Arcus is there, right?
Arcus is sleeping. Actually, in the morning, Arcus said, let you all know that he was going to go and find Jax and help him with his business endeavor.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a pretty smart guy, and there might be some way, but I'm not familiar with it.
Certainly appreciate the information.
Of course, if there's anything else I can do to help, I'll do my best.
I'm going to be talking to my men outside, where we'll be posting guard. We're going to be sticking with you while you're here for now. Could be that the best form of subterfuge would be to mention all of these things, the truths, and then you yourself could be one of them for all we know. So until we can figure this out, we'll be trying our best to watch all of you in some way.
That's fair.
Darren is not back yet. So we'll have a conversation with Athalos when Darren comes back, and we can kind of go back towards that at the time. Simon, you can be a part of that conversation as well, of course, at that time. After you finish your conversation with him, what do you think you guys would want to do?
I mean, we came to this city for a purpose. We still need to go to the exchange place, right? So...
yes, as a matter of fact, as you walked from one house to the other, you would have passed by a place called Eternal Holdings.
I feel like that's something we probably all need to do as a group. I don't want to just do that without the party.
Yeah, that's fine. You can return, grab Tango, Parsnip, Phalar, and head there if you so choose, or you have anything else to do, or you can just go back to the rest of the group back at the Lady Merlin's house.
Right, DM. Sorry about that. I'm back. Like I said, I had to get my puppy inside. It was hailing like really badly.
Oh, no problem. Then we go back up just a little bit. I was going to say we were going to allow you to have a conversation when you returned. So you guys arrive at the Glare House. What would you guys want to do when you arrive?
Well, probably knock and hope that I keep forgetting his name. What is his name?
Here, I'll point out the handout again that Tango reminded me of. I just
Thank
had to
you.
find it.
Oh, Telas. Okay, perfect.
Athalos.
Yeah, Athalos. Telas. Cool. All right. Hopefully he answers the door.
Oh, he does. He after a knock, he comes to the door. When he answers it, the slightest little grin peeks up on his face, but immediately drops back down, and he goes back into his serious tone.
Okay. Yeah, Darren's gonna say, we finally found out what's going on with these people.
Oh, do tell.
The nobles, they've been kidnapped and led to this monster. We managed to get a few of them out, the last surviving ones.
I don't think they were fed to the monster. I think the monster was using his children to replace them so that he could take over. Or just do whatever he would do. I have no idea what that thing was going to do.
And Simon, you remember that he specifically was taunting Darren with the fact that he literally ate his father.
Oh, wait, just kidding. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. He did say he ate your daddy. And then Simon will give him a little hug. Because he probably realized he shouldn't have said it the way he did.
Darren's just gonna cross his arms, but he's gonna look back at Aethelas, see what his reaction is.
He hears what you say, and well, I'm very sorry for your fathers and for your loss. It is refreshing that you're able to discover this. I certainly speak for my house when I say thank you. We appreciate not having to worry about such things.
Yeah, hopefully... I mean, it sounds like you didn't know what was going on either. But hopefully we didn't get you in trouble. We did throw your name out there because we needed someone to help kind of... Not validate? What is the word? Shoot. What's that thing when you, like, have an excuse and there's a crime?
An alibi?
There it is! Thank you, Ghost Tango. An alibi.
I did not provide you with any alibi. I just simply said that I was aware of a group of adventurers here in the city that were out to do the best that they possibly could, and that they may uncover a particular group of either assassins or shapeshifters.
Both. It was the... Darren, what was the group name? The Crimson Order?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, they sound absolutely dreadful.
Well, we killed them.
Well, no,
Which I guess makes us murderers? Oh, crud.
we left one alive.
We did. Because as far as we know, he's still alive.
I'd imagine like Simon would look at the camera.
Just deadpan office style.
Yeah.
That's perfect, yes. Wow. I'm glad you succeeded.
Yeah. Well, just wanted to check up and make sure you're okay. Hey, out of curiosity, cause like you seem schooled in magic. I didn't learn my magic. I just kind of came into it. Do you know of a way to detect these things?
No, shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Hmm. If you're willing to harm them, you can certainly expose them to certain effects like the moon.
Ah, I get what you're putting. Okay. I don't know if Simon would know exactly what spell you're talking about, but Steven does. Um, okay. That's a good. Like a. Okay. Thanks, buddy. I'll look into that. I appreciate your help.
Really quick. May I use your bathroom, please?
He raises an eye that, all right. And he turns and he kind of turns to let you into the house, and you see it's extremely dark inside. And he kind of flicks his wrist a bit, and these soft purple illumination goes and illuminates, and you see a couple of the halls. And you're familiar with where the bathroom is since you were in there recently.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Simon, how about you? While I'm back, you tell him some of the stories of us going down there and what we found.
Simon will regale him with the stories of the monsters in the sewers.
I'll be right back. And then he's gonna head on over to the bathroom.
And he's gonna tell him
Okay.
about Sharn and
Sure. I know what Simon is doing. I want to know what Darren is doing.
yeah.
So he's gonna go into the bathroom, and I don't know if there's faucets or something that he can do to make some noise in there, like running water. But
Okay.
after a couple of, I don't know, maybe like 10 seconds, he's gonna go ahead and cast a spell, hoping to not really be heard by opening the water faucet if there's plumbing here. And it is detect evil and good, because it allows me to detect aberrations. And we just found out that these shapeshifters are the children of this aberration.
Mm-hmm,
So what?
okay.
Yep. And then after he casts it, he's just gonna finish up real quick, and he wants to see if Aethelas is one of these shifters, because it's kind of like a big coincidence that he's still here when everyone else has been either zombified apparently, or we found them under the sewers.
Let's go ahead and check something real quick. Okay. Simon, when Darren goes in the back and Athelas is listening to your conversation, at one point you can hear this, the toilet flushing down the hall, and a few moments after that, his ear twitches and an eyebrow raises ever so slightly on it. You're looking right at him, and you catch the slightest eye roll, very, very faint, almost non-existent if you weren't in the middle of talking to him. But he sits there and he listens to your conversation, and you actually might think that he's rolling his eyes at you in the conversation because his eyes are glassing over just a little bit. Then you come back, and you have your detect evil and good up. You don't detect anything.
Okay.
Yeah, like you detect absolutely nothing.
Well, thank you, friend, for letting me use the bathroom. We've taken enough of your time, though.
Seriously, thank you so much
Certainly.
for everything.
Oh,
If you're
and
ever in Theshaden,
absolutely
come
happy.
see our house.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't offer you anything. If I'm supposed to with house guests, could I offer you some crackers, maybe?
I'm okay, but thank you for the offer.
All right. Well,
I'll take some for the road.
Certainly. One moment. He goes off into the back. You hear a cupboard opening up, a little clanking going on, and he comes out. He has a silver tray in his hands as he comes slowly back out, and you see this stack of basically saltine crackers in the middle of it, about 10 of them, and he just holds the serving plate out to you so that you can take the crackers from that.
Thank you. Yeah, he's just gonna grab them and put them in a little pouch. They're salted crackers, so they shouldn't go bad too fast.
And when you were in his house the previous night and he offered them, they were already stale. So,
now that actually Darren knows this guy's not an aberration, or so it seems, he's going to just ask just straight up. He's gonna say, "And why is it that your master's house is not? Well, why is it that he hasn't been replaced? Are there others like him? Have they just not gotten around to everyone yet?" Trying to shift the tone, not really being like accusatory, but more like hopeful that they haven't gone too far in their plans.
I appreciate your concern, but we are more than capable of taking care of ourselves and protecting ourselves.
Well, thank you.
Oh, no.
Ready to go?
We all thank you so much for taking care of that little nuisance.
Darren will just give a quick bow.
He kind of tilts his head forward, closes his eyes, and kind of offers his hand towards the door to motion you in that direction.
I mean, I'm ready to go back to Morella's house.
You guys head back. One thing I was mentioning to Simon while you were out is that you literally passed by the place that you would know as Eternal Holdings on the way there.
Right. Yeah.
But with that, you guys head back. As you guys return, you'll see Captain Mai will have come out of the house and has started having a conversation with his guards.
Simon will go up to Captain Mai. Hey, Mr. Captain. You might know this. I'm not sure, but it turns out that there's magics that utilize moons that might damage and force these doppelgangers to lose their shape. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more help than that.
All right, let's see here. Maybe
I mean,
he'll be
can I do
more
an
insightful this time.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what spell that would be? Because it's not a spell that sorcerers typically would know.
Right, it's not.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not impossible.
Man, come on. You were doing so well. Oh.
Yeah, you believe that they were recommending something similar to, let's say, Moonbeam or other similar effects that reveals shapeshifters.
Yeah, like the spell Moonbeam. If you got like a cleric or a druid-like person, they might be able to help in this situation. It does sting. So there's that. But that spell would force them to lose whatever shape they're pretending to be.
Ah, well, that's very good to know. Thank you. Appreciate you. Again, thank you for your service.
Yeah, and if y'all want us to go under those effects, if you have someone that can cast it, just let me know.
Of course. He then goes back and starts having a conversation with his men there. Darren, you'll still have your ability up. I will share with you that when you return to this house, you try to detect that evil and good and so forth. And yeah, you are not going to. You do not detect anything amongst all the people that are currently in recovery right now.
What about amongst the guards?
The guards check out as well. In your entire trip back, you don't detect anybody.
Cool.
Hey. He'll let his party know.
All right. We're getting close to the end for the evening, but I'll go ahead and I will have something occur. As you've come back, one of the people is starting to wake up. I'm sure I have the right one. Yep. All right. You recognize this person as head of House Jadot, Thomas Jadot. He is a probably mid-40s human male in good physical condition. He is a cattle baron, and essentially practically a cowboy himself. He is quite wealthy. He's one of the newer members of the court. But he doesn't have a problem going out and actually, helping out on his farms, so to speak. So he's got a little more of a constitution, so to speak, than many others do. And he awakens and sits up. And he kind of surmises the situation, looks about. Oh, looks like we've been rescued. Anybody here responsible for that? As he sits up and kind of holds his hand up.
Yeah, that would be us.
I don't know who you are, but thank you. I take it you figured out how to suss out those copycats taking us.
I mean, we just beat up the one and then killed it. But I did learn after the fact that a moonbeam spell would do it.
That's quite interesting, you see. Well, wait a minute. You just killed one of them?
Yeah, we killed the one that was impersonating Mr. Agrimar.
No, there's got to be at least another 10 of them out there. Well, I don't know what they're messing with now. They might still be impersonating us. I don't know. Ugh. Hey, are anybody doing anything about it?
I mean, we literally just rescued y'all. Captain Ma is on the case. That's all I got for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
I get you. Just, hey, you! He's going to point to Darren. His eyes lock onto you, and they recognize you instantly. I know you. You're the Agrimir boy, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But as my friend said, my father was being impersonated.
Yeah, not too good. Not too good though. Hey, I've been thinking about. I had a lot of time. I was down in that place by myself for a while there, and it's pretty clear that what they done to you was just not right. So feel bad for you. Glad you're home and got all that straightened up though.
Would you? Do you have the ability to clear my name?
Oh, you haven't cleared your name yet. Oh, that sucks.
This guy. Yeah, Darren will say, no, they haven't.
All right. Well, like I said, I was one of the last ones. Excuse me, I was one of the first ones that they threw down there. Thing's got a mouth on it. It's got a couple of mouths on it. I figured if they're still trying to deal with it, they need people. They need who they're impersonating. When you got kicked out, your dad, man, he was acting all strange and weird and not himself. Turns out they had to keep us alive so that they could read our thoughts once they took us over, and that's why they kept us down there. So, I don't know if that'll help you or not, but they could look like anybody, but for them to truly take over their life, they have to keep them alive.
Well, hold on. He said that he ate your daddy, but maybe your dad isn't dead then? Maybe he was lying to you.
I hope so.
I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up, buddy. I'm sorry, but
So above table, what he's saying is that for them to be able to properly impersonate someone, they have to have a mental connection with them. That's why they keep them alive. The person that was impersonating his father was bad at the job. They stated many times by several people that he wasn't impersonating him properly. He did not have the connection needed.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry, man. I feel like the
Darren.
worst.
his little heart breaks again.
I'm so sorry, Darren.
So, with that bit of information, just in case it gives you guys something to think about and ponder about, we'll go ahead and we will end it there tonight. And we will pick things back up and see what you guys do next time.